Who?
Hello everyone, this is Funds Bugger Funds, and as you can see, whatever, we are talking about Felix from Stray Kids. We're talking about who he is to the outside world, to those who don't know him, acquaintances, and who is he behind closed doors, and what his energy is willing to give up, and hopefully we can put these things together and have kind of a picture of what he is like in reality as a personality. So allow me to read you the cards and we'll just get straight into what everything means. So Felix to the outside world is the Two of Wands, Six of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Who is he behind closed doors? The Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Star, and the Six of Swords. Overall bottom, Three of Wands, the Strength, the Five of Swords, the Temperance, Seven of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the King of Wands. So, it seems like a lot of people are able to see that Felix is very giving and he has a lot to give. And it seems like this is almost something that he himself does not or is just not able to see, which unfortunately has led to him, and a lot of times, and even still now in his life, to be taken advantage of. Even if it seems like he has figured out a way to protect himself, there's somebody that sees something in him that, he hasn't protected yet and still manages to kind of snatch or take something. It seems like it's not necessarily his fault that he's around these sorts of people. It's just that these sorts of people's senses to find others to take advantages of or stronger than those, having to kind of figure out the process to be wholly protected, at least initially. So it seems like a lot of people rather, maybe he doesn't get taken advantage of in that same way anymore, but people see him as something or someone that can be taken advantage of, unfortunately, on the outside. So he is a figure worthy of protection, just as a person, aside from his celebrity status. It seems like a lot of people don't always know what to make of him. I would say they know that he's nice enough, but he always seems to kind of stoke up a curiosity about who he is whenever other people interact with him. They always want to get to know more of him. So there's a radiance in that sense that likely comes up off of him. Yet again, see right here, Six of Cups, he's very giving. He's very giving to others. He's very kind. It's just naturally in his disposition, very grateful, very giving, very loving energy, almost like a maternal sort of loving, giving, and caring, and very, very considerate. The Page of Swords, he's pretty clever, but it seems like some people can underestimate the level of clarity and intelligence that he has. So sometimes they think if they are smarter than him, they are going to try to kind of flip that and turn it on him, unfortunately. So it seems like his outer impression, his first impression that he imparts upon people is positive. But there are some people who it's easier for them to smell on him what they're looking for. Those people are already going out of their way to look for those things in that sense. So it's not necessarily his fault, like he's just walking around, prancing around, trying to give it out in that sense. As for who he is behind closed doors, this is somebody who likes to party, have fun, good time, likes to have a good laugh, very flirty, fun, ambitious, even creative, but also just somebody who likes to play hard. Somebody who, even in work, wants to still find a way to play, to have some fun, to try, to create up out of it. So his spice of life is very motivated by, his spice of life is being motivated, is being stoked by flames of creativity, etc. And in that sense, so it's not very easy for him sometimes to get through situations that are lacking in play and fun and goodness and lightness. He's somebody who's also a very calming presence. Always trying to be there for people to kind of help guide them through things. Has been in often situations where he is guiding people through life lessons, or he might be that person that's like, why am I always a life lesson for everybody? Not necessarily that he is always the catalyst for it. It could truly just be the situation that he just so happens to be there when people are at those points of their life, those turning points. So this could be something that he could lean into if he would like to do so, or he could just try to turn it off. Of course, I'm seeing the star here. Just as stars are, I would dare to say he does not see the amount of light that shines off of him. He is simply does a star know it is a star? It might know it is a star, but it does not know that it shines more brightly, if so, than others. It might know that it is larger than other stars, but in that sense, I feel like he doesn't see his own potential. So he has a lot that could be done, a lot of things that can be reached just by him breathing life upon them, but he does not yet see or understand that. So I would say he just needs to kind of take the opportunity to use his courage to motivate him to do more, or he needs to develop the courage to do more. The King of Wands, yeah, the pinnacle of creativity. I can just see him being able to use that creative energy to do something rather large in this life that he lives in. Just looking at all of this, I would say this is very generally very positive, but I will say there are a lot of people that sometimes when seeing or dealing with that light and all that he has to offer, his incredible givingness, his kindness, his heart, they get jealous. They turn around. They don't know how to behave sometimes. So he needs to make sure he does regular audits of his relationships, regular audits of his work, and gear his life in the way that most brings him pleasure, if you will. So I don't know. Let me know, guys. Does this feel aligned with Felix from Stray Kids? Who else do you think is going to be next on the list? Who else do you want to see a personality reading from? Anyways, run over to my Tumblr, my blog, and read some more about Stray Kids, because readings about them are being posted and will continue to be posted. That's all that I have for you. I'm going to get up out of your hair. If you can't get down with it, get down. Don't get down with us. And